Well, Super Bowl week is upon us, and it's an exciting time, especially to be a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Given the track record we've had over the past 2 decades, I mean, we've made it to Super Bowls. You lost Super Bowls. You only have one win, out of the last three recent trips. Um, but that being said, there's a lot to be hopeful about this time around, even though we're facing, the big red dragon and the Kansas City Chiefs, who are going to try and, three-peat, as they say. But a lot of things, swirling around this one. And I would say that the number one feeling I'm feeling is angst. You know, it's not that I'm nervous, not that, I'm sure some nerves will hit, when the game starts and whatnot, and it's going, whichever way. And even if we were up, you're never safe around that man 15, Patty Mahomes. He can get the job done. We saw what he did when he threw, that pass to Tyreek Hill, and it came back in the blink of an eye. He has a comparable talent in Worthy. But there's no set actually topic for this one. But I just wanted to get out those feelings, man. I'm just I'm feeling like there's no way to really describe that, but in words. But you just I could compare it to the players, and of course I'm not one, but I mirror my guys a lot because I am the Philadelphia Eagles as far as like, and I lived, breathed, slept, you know, um, they've been on my mind throughout the whole season. And go follow the videos, the track record, the shorts, the long form, content, touching on this, that, and the third, everything. Philadelphia Eagles, I'm about that, and I try to encompass that and try to research and the stats and information, the colleges and the 40 times. I know a lot of information about these guys because I live, breathe, and sleep Philadelphia Eagles football. That being said, man, yeah, you see them. I watched several videos because they're fun to watch. It's entertaining seeing the guys, get to the stage and have some fun with what they have to do with their media obligations. They'd rather be playing the game, focus on getting ready, practicing and whatnot, watching film, breaking down that stuff, get their bodies ready. But they are just laser locked in, focused, hungry, man. They're fucking hungry. I feel the same way. I mean, like, I want these guys to go out and win this game. Like, this is what you wanted, coming into the season, Super Bowl favorites. Of course, the Chiefs were. Can't say the Eagles were because we fell off a cliff last season. But to get the ultimate revenge and turning, and returning to this game and, clawing, scratching, fighting every inch, against all odds to make it back after, the collapse of the season and people ridiculing the fuck out of us. I mean, 49ers fans, just saying they took our soul like they're Shane song or some shit over for them to wither into a corpse in Mortal Kombat 2 when Shao Kahn showed his face, and the things that they did with the season. I mean, like, you can clown them and whatnot, but it ain't about you right now. It's about us. We're in the spotlight. We're back on the stage, yeah, man, the ridicule we've been getting, and even throughout the year, with our 32 ranked passing attack, which is like 14th in DVOA, which tells you that it's not as bad as it seems. But when you're number one in the with the rushing attack, why should you be focused on anything else than that? But like, people just like lambast us for our approach, and saying that Jalen's like a running back in disguise. I mean, a quarterback in disguise, running back in disguise, who's masquerading as a quarterback. He came out after the Steelers game, and this is what y'all wanted, wasn't it? It's what y'all wanted to see, huh? I mean, just at every twist and turn, doubting the guy. Hell, even I thought that Nick Sirianni should have been on the path to being fired earlier this season, and I'm glad I was. I can without without a doubt say that I'm glad I was fucking wrong. I was fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the most diehard fan, but I didn't trust Nick. And there's still some cracks there where I'm a little skeptical. But on the large scale, you have to give the guy his credit. I mean, after captaining the ship, to an epic, collapse, a collapse of epic proportions. For him to turn that starboard around and have us heading to true north to the Super Bowl, what a fucking turnaround, man. I mean, this guy here. Look at this picture on the left. Jalen Hurts breaks the curse. Look at that. It's only him. In the past 20, almost 30 years, like, guys going back to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, that hasn't been written. Joe Burrow, he might get back, but he has to climb over that huge Patrick Mahomes wall. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's never gonna get it done again. Jared Goff, who is yet to be seen, but he got to break through. A new offense and defensive coordinator, all the pieces around him. Can he? I'll be interested to see. Can the Lions replicate what we did this season with the new coordinators again? I mean, it just, people are underestimating and not giving us the due credit that we are due. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, it's like, you ever been starving? Like, you ever been so hungry that you're like, but you're pissed off about your situation? Like, that's what I would describe the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, we're so hungry to win this championship. It's like on the border of like fanaticism, it's obsession. Like, I remember, I remember the confetti falling on Jalen and the sour puss look on his fucking face, man. The dude was fucking mad about that shit. Like, I mean, and it would make you fucking mad. Like, you get there and you lose the goddamn game. So you can see it this time around on AJ's face, on Smitty's face. It's his first time, but I like he's been here before. On Saquon's face, on Jalen's face, on Lane's face, on Marlotta's face, on a lot of guys. A lot of guys, you can see they're happy to be there as far as like, this is the first time, take it in and whatnot. But like, I'm not even talking about the Chiefs right now. I'm just talking about the Eagles, man. Like, these guys, they want it. But like, it's like they've been tortured and beaten up and deprived of something. Like, you feel like they look like they've been robbed of something, and they want the recompense. They like Shannon Sharp. I want my restitution, Goose. Rest in peace, Tony Siragusa. But like, I could see. I'm not saying I smell it, but I could see a beatdown happening, because these guys they are. I feel like they're psychotic about it this time. They're psychotic about it. They want it, so bad that it's like it's tearing at their flesh. They will not be denied this time around, and we'll see, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a good game, I believe. But man, the defense coming into this one, I just have all the faith in the world, man. Like, what they're doing and them believing. I really feel like Jalen Carter's gonna show up, and show out. Their O-line is compromised to some degree because they have to shift pieces. How are we gonna, use it to our advantage? And I'm really excited to see the matchups on the interior: Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey. And then on the exterior, Joe Tooney against our guys, against our best. We're gonna give them our best shot. And Zach Bond is gonna be a difference maker. How are we gonna cover Kelsey? How do young pups, react on the stage? How is Xavier Words' speak going to translate to the field this time? Is that Pacheco? Who's going to meet him in the hole? Is it going to be CJJ, beating, lighting him up again, like he did on that one play? But, is it going to be consistent? Like, I have so many questions, and, we're going to find out the answers. But, man, you just feel ready for this one, bro. I don't feel like I even like I said, it was difficult to come in to begin with, to try and define this feeling and try to encapsulate what I'm feeling. But I just feel annoyed, man. I just feel annoyed. I feel on edge. And not, like I said, not nervous, not about anything, but just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, just ready to go off at a moment's notice. And I feel like that's what this team is gonna, play like with a chip on their shoulder, but not letting it compromise the mission, but just solely letting it, like gnaw at their flesh and numb all the other senses to focus in on this one goal, on this one objective. And we'll see, man. I'm gonna get up out of here because I just, there's something missing from the video, but it is what it is, and you're not even here watching at the end, but it's all good. We're gonna be covering, different angles this week, not covering the matchups and all. So I did it last time. I'm not saying it's not important, but these Chiefs are a deadly assassin, and it kind of doesn't matter their pieces. It kind of doesn't matter their momentary cohesion or lack thereof. Doesn't matter if we have the better roster and all this stuff. They have the killer instinct, and we got to go and take it away from them. Like I said, we'll see if we'll get it done, but I believe in these boys because I'm just as cutthroat as they are about this game. But anyways, you're not even watching though, but it's all good because I love making these videos and I love talking about the freaking stinking Philadelphia Eagles. So we'll try to introduce this officially, but as always, it's fly, Eagles, fly, and let's motherfucking go! Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.